Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tiger Athletic Complex for tonight's 6A varsity soccer match between the Bentonville Tigers and the Rogers Mounties. My name's Donnie Payne. I'll be calling the action tonight. We'll be about, as you see on the clock, 4 minutes left in the warm-up time, and we will be about ready to start this game. Our pleasure to bring it for you, and Bentonville coming off of a big 6-0 victory over Heritage on Friday night. They have Rogers tonight at home, Northside Friday, and if you're listening, senior night will be Northside, or Friday night will be senior night for Northside, against Northside here at home as well. Bentonville has a 4-game home match homestand here. And we're going to announce the starting lineups for both teams. Good evening. Tonight's starters, first for the visitors from Rogers, number 1, Caleb Cruz. Number 3, Adrian Nava. Number 4, Gustavo Escobedo. Number 8, Orlando Chacha. Number 11, Aiden Nava. Number 16, Tony Lopez. Number 18, Ivan Sanchez. Number 20, John Riley Sharon. Number 21, Isaiah Landa. Number 24, Isaiah Fonseca. And number 5, Luis Racinos. And now the starters for your Bentonville Tigers. In goal this evening, number 1, Eli Alexander. Number 4, Brandon Lawson. Number 6, AJ Merlos. Number 8, Mateo Guzman Barron. Number 9, Isaiah Belinder John. Number 10, Chris Salinas. Number 11, Wyatt Marksberry. Number 13, Sawyer Crawford. Number 15, Avery Roberts. Number 20, Mateo Michaelis. And number 22, Caleb Marksberry. And there were the starters for tonight's game. Just had the coin toss here. We'll see what decision was made. A bit strong south wind today out of and I know if Bentonville won the toss, Coach Devaney likes to take the wind in the first half. There you see the team huddled together before the match starts here. We've got our 3 officials on the field. And we have got to do the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. Your attention, please. Will everyone please stand to recite the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now please remain standing for a moment of silence and the playing of the National Anthem. All right. Pre-game festivities done. We are about to kick off tonight's 6A match between the Rogers Mounties and Bentonville Tigers. Bentonville coming in tonight, like I said, off a big 6-0 victory over Heritage Friday night. Bentonville has the win, so looks like Bentonville must have won the toss and chose to have the wind at their backs in the first half. Very stiff south wind today. As usual down on the soccer pitch here, winds in the spring out of the south usually and tend to die down usually when the sun goes down. Boys have the early kickoff today. Friday night, the girls will kick off at 5:30 and the boys will have the late game. Conference went to that structure a few years ago where Tuesday nights the guys have the early game, and on the Thursday or Friday night games, the guys will have the late game and the girls will have the early kickoff. Rogers will be kicking off. Bentonville has the win at their backs in the first half. We're just waiting for the referee's whistle. And there's the kickoff, and we are underway. Immediate pressure by Bentonville. Ball played back to the Rogers keeper. It's going to be one down. Salinas with the ball at his feet. Looking to pass it into the box. Not hit real well. Chris wins it back. That's going to be Marksberry. Left-footed shot at the goal, but Rogers' keeper comes up with the first save of the game. See the wind, that punt there, just the wind knocks it straight down. Ball loose. CJ comes out. That's going to be Lawson with it. Brandon's going to bring it out wide. Tries to stop and come back. Loses his footing. It's going to go out of bounds, though, for a Bentonville throw-in. Quick throw. It's going to come back to the back line. That is Mateo with the ball. Back to Mateo. Mateo, number 8, Mateo Guzman-Barron, and number 20, Mateo Michaelis. 2 Mateos on the field right now for Bentonville. Gonna switch sides here. Mateo goes down, stepped on the ball, goes down, but he's able to recover. It's Merlos with the ball. Merlos with a long distance shot. It's going to be saved by the Rogers keeper. Once again, the wind just knocking down those long punts. Ball turned over by Rogers. It's Isaiah Belinder-John into the box. And that was Wyatt Marksberry. Able to get ahead on it, just not able to get it on target. Heads it over the goal. Goal kick for Rogers. It's won by Mateo Michaelis. In Merlos. You see Rogers right now, they are coming out. Rogers came out in a 5-5-1. They have one forward, and they're trying to keep 10 people back behind the ball. That's Caleb Marksberry. Double teamed. It's going to go out for a Bentonville throw-in. goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Rogers throw in deep on their end. Ball one back out of bounds. It will be another throw in for the Mounties. Salinas working through the defense, passes the ball in. Nice back pass. Goes off of a Mountie. Shot was going to be on target. Goes off of a defender out of bounds. It will be Bentonville's first corner kick of the match. And that is number 9, Isaiah Belinder-John, going to be taking the corner for Bentonville. Belinder-John sends it in. The wind blows that ball over the goal. It goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Rogers trying to play quick. Goes out off of Rogers. Quick throw in by Bentonville up to, that's Avery Roberts. Out wide. Avery taking on 2 Rogers defenders. Trying to turn. They pick it off of him with the double team. It's going to go off of number 9, Isaiah Belinder-John, out for a Rogers throw in. That's going to go off of Rogers. Not a great throw in there. That's number 13, Sawyer Crawford, taking the throw in for Bentonville. Trying to get it to Caleb Marksberry. And Rogers plays it out again for another Bentonville throw in. Sawyer Crawford again with the throw in for Bentonville. Flicked on by Caleb Marksberry. No one behind him making a run. Sent downfield, out of bounds. Thrown in quickly. And Crawford going to be called for a foul. I think this might be the first time Rogers has been on the Bentonville side of the field. First 7 minutes of the game been played on the Rogers end of the pitch. Number 4, that's Gustavo Escobedo, lined up to take the kick for the Mounties. Tried to drive that into the box. The wind just absolutely knocked that ball down. If you're going towards the south goal tonight, you're going to have to keep the ball low on this turf. Bentonville making a run. That's Avery Roberts. Back to Salinas. Out wide to Lawson. Lawson on the side. Nice little give and go. Tried a little give and go with Chris. Rogers able to pick that ball off. Rogers trying for a wide run. That is played out by Mateo Guzman-Barron for Mountaineers throw in. And number 16 for Rogers is going to be called for a foul. Push Marksberry in the back. Chris Salinas is going to take this kick. Going to go quick. Over to Michaelis. Teo looking to get that ball through and intercepted. Ball played in deep. Good job by the Bentonville defender, shielding off the Rogers attacker. Ball quickly up to Wyatt Marksberry. Marksberry making a run down the sideline, gets by the first of two defenders. That ball is going to be played out of bounds. It will be a Bentonville throw-in. Salinas back to Lawson with the throw. Once again, Rogers coming out in a 5-5-1. They have 10 men back behind the ball, trying to just make it really hard for Bentonville to find any room to shoot. It's going to be headed out, and it will go over the end line for a Bentonville corner kick. Belinda John will be taking the corner for Bentonville. Left-footed kicker, so his kick will swing in towards the goal from that side. Last time the wind pushed it over the goals. Let's see, he brings it out a little wider. He does bring it out a little wider. It's punched away by the keeper. Still in the box, going to be cleared off. Cleared out of the box. Bentonville with some high pressure. Ball's turned over. That's A.J. Merlos. Bentonville looking to switch. Merlos is going to come over to Barron, Guzman Barron. Lots of space. Ball into the box. It's out wide for Bentonville. It goes out, and it is another goal kick for Bentonville. Sorry, corner kick for Bentonville. Last corner kick by Isaiah was driven lower, curved into the keeper, was able to punch it away. Bentonville trying to get some people in front of that keeper. Ball hit low that time in the box. We've got a foul called on Bentonville. So it will be a Rogers free kick in the penalty box. Salinas taken down. That is going to be a foul on Bentonville, and Chris landed on the ball. Gets up quick, though, plays it fast to Lawson. Brandon Lawson goes through a tackle. He's taken down. That will be another penalty or another foul on Rogers. You've got Wyatt Marksberry and Chris over the ball there. They asked for the 10-yard mark off, so they got to mark it off 10 yards. They got to wait for the whistle here. And it looks like Salinas will be taking it. Marksberry's walking off into the box. Doesn't get much curve on it. Bounces off. And Rogers' defender plays it out backwards. It will be another Bentonville corner kick. Corner kicks on this side of the field. Taken quickly. Salinas to Marksberry. Salinas into the box. Salinas shoots. Salinas wanted a handball because he thought the defender in front of the keeper played it or defected it with his hand, not the keeper. Referee did not agree. It goes out. It will be Bentonville's 5th corner kick of this match already. Going to take a traditional one this time. CJ's got the ball set. Curves into the box. No one able to get on the end of it. It's going to go out for a Rogers goal kick. Lawson wins that at ball up in the air still. Salinas going to settle it at his feet. Back to Merlos. Salinas. Lawson. Lawson switching to the middle of the field. He's going to go out wide to Salinas. Salinas going to the middle. Trying to get it through. Not able to, but Marksberry makes the save. That is Belinda John. Back to Merlos. Out wide to Crawford. And it goes out. It will be a Bentonville throw in. That is Sawyer Crawford going quickly to Caleb Marksberry. Ball into the box. Not able to settle it for a shot. Ball is nicked off. That was Avery Roberts. Not able to control it. Bentonville wins it back immediately. Guzman Barron. I think was trying to get that ball to Wyatt Marksberry, just not hit real well. Rogers looking to counter. Lawson's going to win it back. Nice back heel by Lawson. Into the middle. That's one back by Avery Roberts. Roberts keeping his feet. Back to Merlos. Michaelis. Crawford. Crawford has it stolen away. Fight right on the touchline. Keeps it in. Bentonville's going to switch sides. Guzman Barron with all the room he wants right there. He can keep going. He's going to give it out wide to Lawson. Lawson looking for Wyatt Marksberry. Wyatt made a good run. Ball was played behind. We're going to have our first substitution of the match. Rogers substitution, number 9, Furman Mundo. So Mundo comes in, replacing John Riley Sheeran. 23 minutes. We played 17 minutes of the game. Wyatt Marksberry, nice. Wins it back, finds Chris. Chris into Wyatt. Keeper comes out, and Wyatt is going to get that goal. Flag is down. Bentonville goal by Wyatt Marksberry. Wyatt Marksberry is going to score that first goal. One nothing now. Bentonville leads. And Wyatt Marksberry gets the goal, assisted by Chris Salinas. Ball's stolen by Caleb Marksberry. Loose at the top of the box. Rogers going to get it cleared out. Bentonville goal was scored by number 11, Wyatt Marksberry. Ball headed out will be a Bentonville throw in. Merlos. Believe Chris Salinas was the Tiger that passed that ball to Wyatt Marksberry, so give him an assist. Wyatt in the middle, turns again, goes through the contact. Merlos to Wyatt Marksberry. Wyatt in the edge of the box. Ball's going to be played out. It will be a Bentonville throw-in. That is Sawyer Crawford coming up to take the throw-in for Bentonville. Looking for Wyatt Marksberry. Wyatt gets it right on the end line. It's going to go off of a Mountie for another Bentonville goal kick. Sorry, corner kick, correction. 6 corner kick now for Bentonville. Bentonville leading 1-0. That is Belinda John taking that kick for Bentonville. Left-footed in swing. Just missed the head of a Tiger. Ball's loose in the box. Lawson. Bentonville throw in. Some good action there on the touchline. Lawson throws that ball into Merlos. Merlos is going to restart it. Back to Mateo Michaelis. Merlos. Michaelis. It's going to come out wide to Guzman Barron. Merlos in the middle. Michaelis. Bentonville looking for some possession here. Have had most of the possession this game. Down the line to Lawson. Lawson cuts inside. Nice little backheel flick. That's centered by number 15, Avery Roberts. Just a little too much on that centering pass. Crawford wins it back. Has it taken away by a Mountie. And the Mountaineers looking to counter. They've only got one guy. Hits 5 Tigers against 1 Rogers offensive player back there. Bentonville, like I said, Rogers coming out in a 5-5-1. They're holding 10 men behind the ball. Only have the 1 forward. Wyatt Marksberry in the middle. Going to go to Avery Roberts. Roberts is going to come back outside. Lawson. That's Guzman Barron. Switch the sides over to Michaelis here. Salinas playing back a little deeper here. Marksberry out wide to Crawford. Crawford looking to send it into the penalty area. Ball's free, and we're going to get Wyatt Marksberry called for a push. So free kick for Rogers. It's number 16, Tony Lopez, taking the kick for the Mounties. That's going to be a foul on Rogers. The Rogers player, Lawson jumped up for the header, and Rogers player just undercut him. So it was a foul. Ben will put it down, playing it quick. Pay it back to Alexander. Alexander out wide to Michaelis. It's Guzman Barron. Marksberry. Back to Roberts. Roberts into the penalty area. Just not a lot of space with the Mounties keeping 10 defenders back behind the ball. Even when they have the ball, the Mountaineers are not pushing very many people forward. Roberts can go back to Mateo Michaelis. Bentonville's back line has as much time as they want. There's no pressing at all from the Mounties. Lawson. And Lawson's going to get called for the foul. Push off. That's what the referee signaled, that Lawson used his free arm to push the defender down. Tony Lopez setting the ball up for the Mounties. Free kicks are not traveling very far today and going in towards the south goal. That one traveled about as well as we've seen one today. Crawford forcing the Rogers defender out wide. It's going to go off of Crawford for a throw-in. That was Isaiah Landa out wide for the Mounties. Gustavo Escobedo coming up to take the throw-in. And Rogers is going to have a substitution. That's number 20. John Riley Sheeran back into the game. Returning to the game for the Mounties, John Riley Sheeran. Cross, Lawson flicks it out of the box. That's going to be number 11, Aiden Nava, tracking it down for the Mounties. Runs into a double team, has the ball taken away from him. Good pass up the field. Wyatt Marksberry waiting for some help. Salinas coming into the middle. Marksberry pass goes back, sends it into the middle. That is Avery Roberts. And we have a foul on called on Rogers, and we're going to have a stoppage here. Rogers player is going to get a yellow card. So the first card of the match. This is a yellow card on number 24, Isaiah Fonseca. Coming into the match for Rogers, number 19, Kevin Balderas. Number 24, Isaiah Fonseca with the yellow card. Three Tigers standing over the ball again here. Probably Salinas, waiting on the whistle. Well, Chris runs by it. It's going to be Wyatt through the box, into the goal. Wyatt scores on the free kick, gets it through the wall, and Wyatt Marksberry puts in his second goal of the night to give Bentonville the 2-0 lead. And we've got substitutions also for Bentonville. That's number 21 and number 7 coming into the match. Bentonville substitutions, number 21, Gabriel Davidson, and number 7, Andres Galindo. Instant pressure from the Tigers on the kick. Restart of play. Salinas gets the steal hit. Unlucky bounce a little bit there. Goes back to the Mountie. Chris is going to be called for a foul there. Bentonville goal. His second of the match. Number 11, Wyatt Marksberry. So Marksberry puts the free kick into the back of the net. Ball driven into the box area, headed away by Mateo Michaelis. It's going to go out, though, for a Rogers throw-in. It's Isaiah Land out wide for the Mounties. It goes out off a Tiger. Gustavo Escobedo throws it in. And Michaelis is going to escort it over the end line, and it will be a Bentonville goal kick. And we have another Rogers, well, returning to the match for Rogers will be Isaiah Fonseca. Returning to the match for Rogers, number 24, Isaiah Fonseca. So in high school soccer, if you get yellow carded, you have to come off the field at the time of the yellow card. You can re-enter immediately, but Fonseca got a little bit of a break. Got some water, and he's back out there now. 2 yellow cards, of course, is a disqualification for the rest of the match. Good ball. That is Marksberry. And there is a collision between Marksberry and the keeper. The ball does go off of Marksberry out of bounds. Just hard hustle there, trying to get to that ball. Both the keeper and the offensive player for the Tigers. I'm sorry, that was number 21. That was not Wyatt Marksberry. That was Gabriel Davidson that goes in there. And it went off the keeper, so it actually will be a Bentonville corner kick. 7th corner kick of the match for the Tigers. Andres Galindo this time going to take the corner for Bentonville. Outswinger this time from the right-footed player, and headed over the net will go out for a Rogers goal kick. And returning to the match for Rogers will be number 19, Kevin Balderas. Turning to the match for the Mounties, number 19, Kevin Balderas. Goal kick. Merlos heads it down. Ball loose at midfield. Salinas, nope. Bentonville comes out of there with it. Marksberry out wide. Wyatt drawing a double team. Plays through that double team. Put the ball towards the penalty area, hoping someone would make a run. Marksberry wins that back. Lawson. And out of bounds, it will be out of bounds. Over the end line will be a Rogers goal kick. Headed down. That's going to come to Davidson. Gabriel up the side to Marksberry in the middle. Caleb Marksberry. Marksberry out wide. And goes out. It will be a Mountie throw-in. That is number 4. Gustavo Escobedo is going to be taking the throw-in for the Mounties. Headed back towards the penalty area. Davidson pressuring the Mountaineer defender. It's going to force the ball up into the air. It's going to go out for a Bentonville throw-in. Ball's loose in the box. Be picked up by the Rogers keeper. It was Wyatt Marksberry. Took a shoulder from the keeper. Waiting for the drop here to restart. Restarting the clock. Drop kick, not going well into the wind. Wyatt Marksberry wins it down. Rogers looking to counter. Rogers not really much on the offensive side. Not any danger to the Tigers yet. Kalis, though, that turns it over. Not a great pass. Flicked back towards midfield. That's going to be taken back by Caleb Marksberry, and he's on the run now. looking for Davidson, deflected, but it comes right to Crawford. Out wide to Davidson, back to Crawford. Davidson to Salinas. Sorry, that was Merlos trying to pass it to Salinas. Rogers now with control near the midfield stripe. Kalis wins that ball on a bad pass. Salinas has the ball at his feet. Out wide to Lawson. Lawson into the penalty area. Finds Salinas at the top. Salinas with the shot, and it's in. It's in. Chris Salinas with the goal. Third goal of the night for Bentonville. Chris Salinas will get the goal on that one. Some substitutions now. Rogers substitution number 2, Marcos Berrigan. Bentonville substitution number 12, Beltran Cambone. Bentonville forces the turnover right off of the kick. That's Wyatt Marksberry. Ball's loose. Salinas to Gambone. Back to Salinas. The Tigers are gonna reset. Bentonville goal was scored by number 10, Chris Salinas. Bentonville now just said Rogers no pressure at all on the back. Alexander finds Lawson all the way down the field. Great ball right to Lawson's feet. Lawson makes some moves into the box, trying to find a cross. Cut off by the defender. Ball goes over the end line for a Rogers goal kick. 33 minutes gone in this match. Bentonville leading 3-0. Ball makes it to midfield. We're going to get a foul on Rogers. Salinas has his feet knocked out from underneath him. Some other scores involving Bentonville athletes today. Bentonville Tiger baseball currently leads Northside 4-3. And that game is at Tiger Stadium. Bentonville leads 4-3 in the bottom of the fourth. And at Northside, the Lady Tigers leading the Northside Grizzlies 5-0 in the 5th inning. That is a doubleheader tonight. Bentonville is going to play 2 varsity games against Northside. The game against Northside that was supposed to be here had to be postponed. So Bentonville is just going to play. Instead of making Northside drive back up here, they're just both coaches agreed to play a doubleheader down there tonight. And game we're covering here, Bentonville leads Rogers 3-0. Almost turned over there. Salinas does a good job coming back, getting that. Out wide to Mateo Guzman-Barron. Mateo down the sideline. Trying to find Gambone. Gambone's pressure forces the Mountie player to have to play it. One back by Gambone. Finds Marksberry. Wyatt trying to control it, turns, and there was another Mountie defender right in his face. And that's going to be called a shove on Mateo Guzman. Mateo Michaelis. So free kick for the Mounties. That's Tony Lopez. He's taken all the free kicks for the Mountaineers tonight. Ball's driven in. His kicks are traveling better than some of the other players, but right towards the end of them, they're getting held up a little bit. Rogers down deep in the Bentonville end, really for the first time. Ball, nice tackle by Lawson, but it is going to go out for the first corner kick for the Mounties. So really the first dangerous position for the Mountaineers here tonight. That's number 20, John Riley Sheeran, taking the kick for Rogers. Wynn pushes that ball away from the goal. Got it up high in the air and the outswinger anyway, and wind helped blow it even further off. We're going to have a foul called on Bentonville. That looks like, trying to see the number there. Number 24, that is Isaiah Fonseca taking the kick for the Mountaineers. Free kick. Doesn't make it through the wall. Good job by the wall, knocking that ball down. That's going to go out of bounds for a Tiger throw-in. Lawson going to take the throw-in for Bentonville. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Got a foul called on Rogers. Free kick Bentonville. It's played quickly. Merlos is going to send that back to Eli Alexander. Bentonville with control here near midfield. That's going to be turned over. It's going to be won back by Merlos. Merlos gives it to Lawson. Lawson to, that was Beltran Cambone. Won back by the Mountaineers. Mateo Michaelis, good job stepping up and stopping that pass. It's going to go out, though, for a Mountaineer throw-in. 2 minutes left here in the first half. We will have a 10-minute halftime. Run some ads for our sponsors. Throw in by the Tigers. Ball's loose near midfield. Tigers with control. Little heavy touch there. Gets too far away. Mounties send it out of bounds. It will be a Bentonville throw-in. Marksberry flicks it on. That's Gambone. No call there, but it goes out for a Bentonville throw-in. That will be Sawyer Crawford coming up to take throw-in. 1 minute left here in the first half. That ball is not hit well. It's going to take a weird bounce, spin back. It's going to go out now for another Tiger throw-in. Crawford with throw-in here for the Tigers. Marksberry in the box. Wyatt with the turn. Just so many Mounties defenders there. Shot by, I think that was Merlos, goes over the goal. And All the way back to Eli Alexander. Eli's going to send it up the field. Bentonville's just going to hold on to the ball here. And that'll take us to halftime. So your halftime score, Bentonville 3, Rogers 0. We're going to run some commercials, and then we will be back for the second half of tonight's match. You're watching Bentonville Tiger Soccer on the Bentonville Tiger Athletic YouTube channel.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
You've been on the edge of your seat. Now, take a breath and imagine yourself at Woodhouse Spa, Northwest Arkansas's first true luxury spa. From our Himalayan salt room to signature facials, infrared sauna, and rejuvenating body treatments, each is designed with one goal in mind: exceptional care. Join us as we turn game day stress into deep relaxation. Woodhouse Spa, your time out for the soul.
Snack like a beast, deep in the woods, from the trees to the streets, came a furry legend with size 20 feet. Mr. Beast rolled in with the hunger so loud. Now they teaming up, the snack gods are proud. Like a beast, welcome to the pack. Extreme protein, just show us how you snack. Snack like a beast, welcome to the pack. Extreme protein, snack like a.
What's up, guys?
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Links presents There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
I feel good.
Super fly, super good, shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh, ask your mama, she's impressed. Super fly, super cold, super mean, super nice, super clean. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, well, always so good, baby. So locked into the key on A. In my belly, I'm Frito-Lay, crispy golden creme brulee, rare.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Jack Links presents There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
And I'm gonna need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Feature hot side, feature chill side. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
I feel good.
Super fly, super good, shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh, ask your mama, she's impressed. Super fly, super calm, super mean, super nice, super clean. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're always so good, baby. So locked in that the key gone, ayy. In my belly, I'm Frito-Lay, crispy golden creme brulee, rare.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
You've been on the edge of your seat. Now, take a breath and imagine yourself at Woodhouse Spa, Northwest Arkansas's first true luxury spa. From our Himalayan salt room to signature facials, infrared sauna, and rejuvenating body treatments, each is designed with one goal in mind: exceptional care. Join us as we turn game day stress into deep relaxation. Woodhouse Spa, your time out for the soul.
Snack like a beast. Deep in the woods, from the trees to the streets, came a furry legend with size 20 feet. Mr. Beast rolled in with the hunger so loud. Now they teaming up, the snack gods are proud. Like a beast. Welcome to the pack. Extreme protein. Just show us how you snack. Snack like a beast. Welcome to the pack. Extreme protein. Snack like a
What's up, guys?
beast.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Links presents There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Links Duos.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Super fly, super good, shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh, ask your mama, she's impressed. Super fly, super cold, super mean, super nice, super clean. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, well, always so good, baby. So locked into the key on A. In my bag like I'm Frito-Lay, crispy golden creme brulee, rare.
And welcome back to the Tiger Athletic Complex. We're getting ready for tonight's second half. Second half about to get underway. Bentonville leading 3-0. 2 goals by Wyatt Marksberry, 1 goal by Chris Salinas. The tallies in the Bentonville first half. Chris Salinas also with an assist on that first Wyatt Marksberry goal. And I believe Wyatt Marksberry with the assist to Chris Salinas on Chris Salinas' goal. And then Marksberry scored on a free kick, so that goal unassisted. Bentonville into the win this half. Gio Puga on the field now for Bentonville. Number 5. Gio, one of the captains, did not play in the first half. Crawford wins the ball back, and it's going to be sent down the field by Mountaineers. Rogers Mounties coach asking them to push up. Ball out wide to Lawson. Lawson's going to head it down to Isaiah Belinder-John. See how Bentonville handles going into the win this half. Rogers will have the wind at their back. Ball out wide. Wyatt Marksberry wins it. Thought maybe Salinas would make a little crossing run, put through ball, but no one able to get on the end of it there. Won by Crawford. Crawford out to Marksberry. Marksberry into Salinas. Salinas has the ball taken off of his foot. Wyatt wins it back. Wyatt comes out of that mess with the ball, gets stepped in there. Ball is going to be played back. We're going to have a foul called on Wyatt Marksberry. So it will be a free kick for the Mountaineers. No one from Rogers wanting the ball. Tony Lopez will be taking the kick for the Mounties. With the wind, drives it down low. That's going to go all the way through. Lawson, kind of a little bit dangerous pass there. Back to the keeper. It's going to be sent down the field. That is not Eli Alexander in goal this half. I'll see if I can figure out who that is. Bentonville called for a foul there. Bentonville fans disagreed with that call. Collective groan went up. Lopez drives that ball all the way down to the penalty area, headed away from danger by Gio Puga. That's going to go out, though, for a Mountie throw-in. That is number 11, Aiden Nava, that's going to take the throw. Nope, he's going to give the ball to number 3, Adrian Nava. So there's an Aiden Nava and an Adrian Nava. Ball one up. That's Caleb Marksberry trying to find his brother Wyatt. Wyatt does a good job. And it's Wyatt's gonna win a throw-in for the Bentonville Tigers. Referee talking to Wyatt. Thrown in by Lawson. Merlos back to Lawson. Lawson's going to send it down to Michaelis. Over to Gio Puga. There's Gio, one of the kickers for the football team this year. Marksberry, that's out wide to Roberts. Roberts down the side, trying to turn. It's going to be kicked out. It will be a Bentonville Bentonville corner kick. Bentonville's 8th corner kick of the match. Referee stopped the play for a minute. We've got a Mountie down on the field here. It's number 21. He's going to come out. Waiting for the whistle here. We're back underway here. Left-footed in-swinger, headed by Wyatt Marksberry, not able to get it through all the defenders there. And it's going to come all the way out. It will be a Bentonville throw-in. Caleb Marksberry. Wyatt. Bentonville putting the pressure on again. That's number 15, Avery Roberts with the ball. Trying to find Salinas on a run. Just good job by the Mountaineer defender to get his head on that one. It's going to go off of Rogers for a Bentonville throw-in. Daniel Aguilar was the Rogers substitution.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust.
Coach
You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase.
Rogers' substitution was number 10, Daniel Aguilar. CJ out to Caleb Marksberry. Marksberry to his brother Wyatt. Wyatt on the edge of the penalty area. Has it stolen away. One back by number 15 for Bentonville. That was Avery Roberts. Cross by Crawford, headed by Caleb Marksberry. Caleb got his hand up. Was looking directly into that sun. Got his head to it, but he sent it wide of the net. It goes out for a Rogers goal kick. That's Lopez, number 16. He has done most of the kicking for the Mounties tonight. Free kicks, restarts. Bentonville with control of the ball. Crawford's going to go back to Puga. Michaelis out. CJ Salinas splits the double team. Actually has it stolen at the last second. And that ball is sent into the box, but is picked up by the Bentonville keeper. So I'm not sure who that is. This is Eli Alexander. It is not Eli. Eli played the first half. Through ball for Wyatt Marksberry. Not able to get control of it at first. Has it on the edge of the box. Out to 15. Roberts. Robert is into the penalty area. Double team run at him, and it goes off the Mountie player. It will be a Bentonville corner. 8th corner kick for the Tigers. And that is number 9.
You're making a difference too.
We have a
Come see us at any of our 6 locations.
That is 15. Avery Roberts is going to have to come out for Bentonville. That kind of substitution, he's got blood on his knee. So they'll get him bandaged up. But Bentonville with a corner kick. That is Isaiah Belinder-John. Left-footed in, swinging kick. Goes over everyone. I think it may have went out. Yeah, it went off a Rogers Mountie head. So will be a Bentonville throw-in. Bentonville substitution was number 7, Andres Galindo. Lawson in the penalty area. Coming back out. Rogers still, even down 3-0, Rogers still playing packed in defense. Looking to counter here. And that ball is going to come. That is Bentonville. Is that Gio? That is Gio Puga. Gio looking for Wyatt, turned over. Rogers really some of their first offensive pressure here. That's going to be a foul on Gio. Rogers with a free kick here in a dangerous spot. That is Isaiah Fonseca. And we have another stoppage. Number 9, Furman Mundo is going to be asked to come off the field. I think his elbow's bleeding. It's going to be 25 for the Mounties going in for Mundo. I don't have a 25 on my roster, so sorry to that young man's family. So that number 25 is Connor Goldschmidt. He's 36 on the roster the coach gave me tonight, but previous roster he was 25. So we are ready here. There's the whistle. We're back underway. As Isaiah Fonseca to take the free kick for Rogers. Once again, hits the wall. That is 2 free kicks that Fonseca has not been able to get it past the wall, and that is going to be a free kick awarded to Bentonville. Fonseca, a Bentonville player, had his leg up in the air after kicking it, and Fonseca ran through his leg. Salinas takes it quickly. Out wide to Michaelis. Galindo. Now Rogers is starting to press a little bit. Rogers throw in, went off of the Tiger. Thrown in. Lawson's going to be able to flick that one out of bounds, but Rogers will have a throw in a dangerous spot. That's number 3. Adrian Nava going to take the throw in for the Mounties. Salinas trying to get it out of the penalty area. Does, but it goes right back to Rogers. Rogers really pressing forward now, trying to get a goal on the board. Ball sent into the box, cleared by Michaelis. Wyatt Marksberry does a good job boxing out, and that's going to be played down with a handball by number 16. Bentonville trying to go quick. That's out wide to Belinda John. And nice slide tackle by the Mountie defender. It's going to go out, and it will be a throw in. Brandon Lawson is going to take the throw in for the Tigers. Finds Marksberry. Back to Lawson. Lawson under double teamed immediately, turned. And when he turned, there was a defender right in his face. Back to Marksberry. Out wide. It's coming back to Lawson. Lawson loses control and it goes out. It will be a Mounties throw in. And we have a sub for Rogers. Returning is number 9, Furman Mundo. Returning to the match for the Mountaineers, number 9, Furman Mundo. Gave you some scores earlier. Bentonville baseball now up over Northside, 13-3 in the top of the 5th. So if the Grizzlies don't score any runs this inning, that game will be over. And the Lady Tigers won the first game at Northside 10-0. They are going to play, like I said, a varsity doubleheader tonight. So Bentonville gets another run rule victory in softball, on the verge of another run rule victory in baseball. Tigers here out to a comfortable 3-0 lead. And even with the win, Rogers really still not mounting very many scoring chances. So came out in that 5-5-1. Coach is urging them to press, and the Mountaineers players just not really going forward. Wyatt Marksberry. Wyatt looking to turn, and that's going to go off of a Mountaineer defender. Will be another corner kick for Bentonville. Bentonville's 10th corner kick. Rogers only has 1 corner kick. No shots on goal tonight for the Mounties. Bentonville has 5 shots. 3 of them have found the back of the net. Bentonville takes a short corner. And we are going to got a penalty. Bentonville's going to be awarded a penalty. Salinas taken down in the box, and Bentonville will be awarded a penalty kick. See who will take it for the Tigers. Salinas will take the penalty kick for himself. So got to get the keeper in his spot. He cannot leave that line until Salinas makes contact with the ball. If he comes forward and he is caught, Salinas will get a reshot if he misses. There's the whistle. Chris with the penalty, into the back of the net. Keeper guessed right. Chris went to the left. His left, keeper's right. And it is now 4-0 Bentonville. So Chris Salinas converts the penalty kick to give Bentonville a 4-0 lead in this match. You can see just over 24 minutes left. We got a Bentonville substitution. It's number 15 coming in. Turning to the match for Bentonville, number 15, Avery Roberts. Bentonville goal, his second of the night, scored by number 10, Chris Salinas. So CJ picks up his second goal of the evening. This one on the penalty kick. And Bentonville out now to a 4-0 lead. Gio Puga wins that ball at midfield. Good job by Gio. Nice pass by Andres Galindo to Wyatt. Wyatt with a good turn. Gets that ball into the midfield. Just overran it a little bit. Andres Galindo overran that pass, but he's going to win it back at midfield. He's going to find Merlos. Merlos out wide to Lawson. Brandon, lots of room. He's going to take it all the way in, cross it in. Saw Kayla Marksberry making a run, looked for him. Good job by the Mountie defender just stepping in. And Rogers is going to clear it down the field. It's going to go out. It will be a Bentonville throw in. Quick throw in. Gio. Gio up, back up to Michaelis. Lawson. Roberts, back to Lawson. All the room Gio wants here. He can take it as far down the field as he wants. Midfield, Rogers finally is going to put some pressure on him. Sent all the way back. At this point, Bentonville just needs, if they just possess the ball. Saw that into the wind, kick did not travel very well into the wind there. And that ball is going to go all the way back to the keeper. He's going to pick it up, roll it out to Michaelis. Roberts. Switching it back through the keeper. Bentonville just looking to possess the ball here. Kalis up the sideline to Lawson. It's going to go out off of a Mountaineer for a Bentonville throw in. We got some substitutions here. Bentonville substitution number 3, Ben Kirby. And in for Rogers, number 5, James Calderon. And returning, number 11, Aiden Nava. Final from the Bentonville baseball field. Bentonville picks up the Mercy Rule victory over the Grizzlies 13-3 in 5. Of course, Bentonville went down to Northside yesterday and won that game 14-1 on the strength of a no-hitter. Noah Bollinger with the no-hitter yesterday. Played half of the second half. Bentonville up 4-0. 2 goals by Wyatt Marksberry, 2 goals by C.J. Salinas. Michaelis to Caleb Marksberry. He's going to lay that out to number 13. That's Sawyer Crawford. Crawford down to Wyatt Marksberry. Wyatt giving goal with his brother Caleb. Wyatt into the penalty area. Good move. Crosses it into the goal. That will be Wyatt Marksberry's 3rd goal of the day. So give Wyatt Marksberry the hat trick. Turning to the match for Bentonville, number 21, Gabriel Davidson. Bentonville goal, his 3rd of the match. Number 11, Wyatt Marksberry. So Wyatt with the hat trick. 3 goals by Wyatt Marksberry, 2 goals by C.J. Salinas. Bentonville up now 5-0. Pressing forward again. That's Belinda John out wide. Ball in the middle. Merlos with the shot, right to the keeper. Puga. Geo forward, finds Merlos. Merlos to Galindo. Galindo out wide to Kirby. Belinda John has the ball stolen off of him, and they're going to call a foul on Belinda John. Eight shots tonight for the Tigers. 5 of them have found the back of the net. Out wide. Goes off of Puga, so it'll be a Mountaineer throw in. Mountaineers pushing forward now. It's going to be a Bentonville throw in. We're going to have another Bentonville substitution. That's number 8. Mateo Guzman-Barron returning. Replacing A.J. Merlos. Turning to the match for Bentonville, number 8, Mateo Guzman-Barron. Couple of substitutions for Rogers also. I missed who those guys were. Number 19 for the Mounties basically caught that ball, and they did not call handball, but out of bounds for Bentonville throw in. That's Crawford for the throw. Roberts Back to Michaelis. Right now, Bentonville only 2 defenders back. Rogers keeping 10 guys back most of the match. Bentonville's pushed forward 9. More substitutions about to come in. Foul called on the Mounties. Be a Bentonville free kick. It goes out for a Bentonville throw in. And we're going to have some substitutions. Bentonville substitutions. Number 12, Beltran Cambone. Number 18, Ryan Roos. And number 23, Simon Shelley. Returning to the match for the Mounties, number 20, John Riley Sheeran. Coach Devaney getting some more seniors in here. 20 seniors on this year's team for the Tigers. Puga. It's going to be a Rogers throw in. Kirby to Roberts. It's out wide. That's number 18, Ryan Roos. Caleb Marksberry. That's going out wide to Beltran. Off of Mountie for a Bentonville throw-in. It's going to be a foul called on Mateo Guzman-Barron. We're going to have a substitution for Rogers. Substitution for Rogers, number 10, Daniel Aguilar. Throw in for the Mounties on the far side of the field. Well, Rogers did what Coach Devaney expected them to do. I talked to him before the match today. They came out in a 5-5-1. That is a very defensive formation to force Bentonville to work for their goals. Bentonville was able to crack that code pretty successfully today. 5 goals on 8 shots. It's going to go out wide to Caleb Marksberry. Flicked it through to Cambone, and he plays it out of bounds. It will be a Mountie throw in. Ball played back. That's going to be number 7, Galindo. Galindo with the shot, and it goes wide and out for a Rogers goal kick. Substitutions for Rogers. Number 12, Giovanni Balderas. Number 30, Claudio Garcia. Under 10 minutes. Bentonville up 5-0 now on the Mounties. Got number 24 to check in for the Tigers. I don't have a 24 on my roster. So like to give credit for that young man when he checks in, but I don't have a name for number 24. Kirby. Nice ball to Roberts. Roberts into the penalty area, cuts it back to the middle. Out wide to Caleb Marksberry. Caleb, good move on the outside into the box. Cross cleared by the Mounties. Not out of danger though. Bentonville still pressing forward on the box. Shot off of a Mountie. Comes to Gambone. Taking off the ball there. And Beltran's going to be called for the foul. So I think number 24 might be Eli Alexander coming in to play in the field. But coming in for he's going to be replacing Caleb Marksberry. I'm not sure. I think that might be Eli Alexander with playing in the field. But I'm not sure. I don't have a number 24 on the roster. Goes out for a Mountie throw in. So number 24 checked in offensively for the Tigers. See if I can get someone call his name. That's going to be a foul called on the Tigers. That's number 8, Mateo Guzman-Barron's going to be called for the foul. 7 minutes left. That's number 16, Tony Lopez, who he has done most of the kicks for the Mounties. Ball's driven into the box. Out of Mounties' feet. First attempt by the Mountaineers. Not a shot on goal, though. Goes wide, so the Mounties still have not registered a shot today. Shot on target. So we have played 74 minutes before the Mounties got their first shot off, and it was not on target. Gio Puga steps up. Gio's going to pick up a yellow card. First yellow on the Tigers today. So Michaela's going to have to return to the match. Lopez drives it into the box, headed away by Michaelis. Gambone's going to come out of there with it. Tried a through ball to number 24. Pass out wide. Off of the Mountaineer, number 20, John Riley, for a Bentonville throw-in. Kirby was trying to come up and chest that down. It had some weird spin on it. Gets away from him. Rogers looking to counter. And that's going to go over the inline. It will be a goal kick for the Tigers. Not sure why the clock had stopped. Bentonville with control of the match here, 5-0, 2.5 minutes left. It's out wide, number 24. I said I don't have a name with that number. Out of bounds. It will be another throw in for the Mounties. Nice through ball. But good job of shielding. Oh, that was number 7, Galindo, with trying to make the run. Shielded off well, nicely by the Mountie defender. It's 1 minute left in the match. And that's going to bring us to the end of the match. Bentonville's going to be the victor tonight, 5-0, on the strength of a Wyatt Marksberry hat trick and 2 goals by C.J. Salinas. Bentonville's next match will be Friday night here against the Northside Grizzlies. It will be senior night. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the start of the girls' match. You've been watching Bentonville